Wilmington Hammerheads FC made a late surge to return to the USL PRO Playoffs this season, going 3-1-3 in their final 7 games to claim the number 7 seed in the postseason. We spoke with forward Cody Arnoux about the team's recent form, the impressive run of form of teammates Sonny Jane, Brad Stuver and Mark-Anthony Kaye, and the prospect of visiting Sacramento Republic FC in this Saturday's quarterfinals. Well, Cody, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, and congratulations on reaching the USL Pro Playoffs again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're very excited.
It's obviously been a very interesting season in Wilmington. There's a lot of stuff going on, coaching change, lots of players coming in and out of the lineup, but it definitely feels as though over the last month or so, the team seems to have put things together and is on a really solid footing going into the postseason.
Yeah, you know, we're playing a different style of soccer than we've played over the past couple of years. We're kind of transitioning to more possession style, and instead of like the usual where we've kind of just lumped the ball forward a little bit and tried to create turnovers in the attacking half. But we had the players to do it, and even though we've kind of been using this new style of play over the last couple of weeks, the guys are really buying into the way we're trying to play, and it's obviously it's yielding results.
Well, it definitely feels as though the trip out west seemed to be the turning point, at least from where I'm sitting, because you had that dramatic victory against Orange County, and then you were able to almost take victory against the LA Galaxy too. Then you come home, you're able to get the victory against Orlando, and suddenly everything seemed to fall into place.
Yeah, we've had definitely a tough run of games in the past 2-3 weeks with a couple back-to-backs and a couple of 3 games in 5 days series, especially out west, and then we just ended one here yesterday. So we were gaining momentum. We played well against New York. We gave up a 90th minute goal, and we were unlucky to not get anything out of that game. And then in Sacramento, it's a tough place to play. They do a great job of packing that stadium and making it a tough environment to play in. Not to mention that they're a great side themselves. So that was kind of we played well in that game, even though we lost, and we knew that the tide had to turn at some point. And I think against OC. It was a great experience with our club and our team. We were able to overcome some obstacles there and then get a road win, and then we just kind of started building momentum from there going into LA, where we were able to go down 2 goals and then come back and take the lead 3-2. Unfortunately, gave up a goal and stopped them again. It was a great free kick. Nothing Brad's been done about that one, but we just kind of continued to build momentum as the season went on, and as the games kind of went forward. And obviously, we had the great win against Orlando at home, and that was kind of the first, the first real look at okay, well we have something going here, and we have the players to play this system and to get results for it.
One of the players that really has struck me as being kind of key to this new style has been Sonny Jane, and he's obviously been on fire scoring goals, but it also seems like he's been really creative. He's been setting up opportunities for everybody else since he's got his chance to get into the starting lineup.
Absolutely. Sonny's been great for us all year. He's been a little bit unlucky to kind of not play his true intent position. He's kind of been put out wide in the beginning of the season, and then obviously he's had a couple call-ups with his national team. So he's been in and out, and luckily we've had him around for the last little bit of games, and he's done a tremendous job just coming in and being that true number 10 for us that can create opportunities and score goals, and he's definitely starting to understand the defensive side of it a little more, and that's been key to us creating some turnovers in our attacking half and the opponent's defensive half, and we've done a good job of trying to convert our opportunities when they come.
It seems as though a couple of the loanees that you've had late in the season have also made a big impact. Obviously, in goal, Brad Stuver's done a terrific job coming down from Columbus and taking over where Quillan Roberts left off. But also Mark-Anthony Kaye has done a terrific job coming in from Toronto FC. What is it that those two have brought to the team over the last few weeks?
Well, Brad has come up big time and time again. like I said, there wasn't a lot he could do about the goals that were given up in LA, and then from that point on, he's just been rock solid. He just brings a leadership quality. Quillen was very forced, but Brad's a little bit older and a little bit more experienced, and he's done a great job of starting our attack by playing out of the back and coming up with huge saves time and time again. And with Mark Anthony Kay, he's a young player. He's ambitious. He plays older than he is. He always wants to learn, and he's good at going at players. And that's I think that's something we've missed on the wing this year, is that speed and that quality in the final third of running at players and getting crosses in and finding himself in good positions in the box. And he scored a couple goals for us. One against I believe LA, and then one against Orlando that kind of put us in the momentum that kind of we were able to finish that game out. So they both been huge for us, and hopefully they'll be huge for us in this playoff game coming up.
You mentioned going out to Sacramento and what they've been able to accomplish this year, and the environment that they have at Bonnie Field. What did you guys take away from that game, and what lessons do you think you can apply to this Saturday's semi-final?
Well, you're absolutely right. They've done a great job of creating a very professional environment in Bonnie Field, and a really tough place to play. And we lost 2-0 there early in the year in that beginning of that West Coast road trip. And I think both goals that we gave up could have been avoided. We kind of were unlucky with one of them. We thought one of our players was fouled, and you can say that looking back now, but the matter of the fact is we got beat 2-0. But looking back, we controlled some part of that game, and I think it was kind of our first real experience where we've gone away from home and had a really, really energetic crowd and a crowd that was really behind their team, and it's just a tough place to play. So I think the experience that we gained was knowing that that's what's going to be coming our way on Saturday. We know what to expect now. We brought them to a 0-0 draw at home where we, in my opinion, dominated the second half of that game. So we know we can play with Sacramento, and we have the players to do so. Obviously, it's going to be a tough task for us to go out there and get a win, but we're more than capable of doing it. And, the guys are really, really looking forward to this opportunity.
Now that you've seen that environment, you mentioned the crowd. I mean, they're expecting another sellout. It should be an amazing atmosphere there. Is there a way that, as the visiting team, you can feed off that energy just as the home team expects to feed off the energy of its fans?
Absolutely. As a visiting team coming into a hostile environment, it's once you start controlling the game a little bit and you have possession of the ball and you're creating opportunities, the crowd kind of quiets, and I think that, in my opinion, that's I feed off that. I love when crowds quiet down at home because it shows that we're doing something. It shows that we're playing a style of soccer, and we're playing. They're a little bit nervous at home, and I'm not saying that's going to happen, but definitely we love feeding off opponents' crowds, and it's definitely something that we're definitely looking forward to.
What's the most exciting thing about getting to the postseason and this time of year for a player like yourself?
Well, Nicholas, it's interesting because about a month ago, playoffs were something that was a long shot for us. So we're obviously blessed to have the opportunity to be in the playoffs now and playing a quality side like Sacramento. So we're not taking anything for granted, and we know it's going to be a tough task. And but like I said, we know that we can play with these guys, and if we just batten down the hatches and can sustain the pressure that they're going to put on us, because they're going to be fired, of course. We fancy ourselves if we can keep it 0-0 and make a couple goals here and there, or one or two. And like I said, our defense has been playing well. We gave up 2 goals to Rochester yesterday, but before that we had 3 clean sheets. So we're just really excited about where we are as a team right now and what we're capable of doing.
Well, Cody, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We really appreciate it, and best of luck in Sacramento this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.
Cody Arnoux and Wilmington Hammerheads FC visit Sacramento Republic FC on Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the quarterfinals of the 2014 USL PRO Playoffs. Join us for all of the action on YouTube, and follow USL Pro on social media via @USL Pro on Twitter, and also through Facebook, Google+, and Instagram.